Yeah.
It was planted about 1935. So this tree would be about as old as me, in the early 70s, about 7 years old, maybe.
好，你继续走。
So this is called a club moss. It's interesting. There's about 3 or 4 different kinds of them in here. So some of them look like little trees, and they'll never get any bigger than this. This is only as big as they get. So we have this in Ontario.
So why it's called Christmas?
Well, I think it's still green around Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
So
So we use it in making a wreath.
yeah, make the wreaths for Christmas. Yeah. Where is Paul? Paul, the old bottle collector, with a screw top, a rolling rock. Now there, you sure can't throw that one away, Paul. So it was a difficult economic time in the 1930s, just like it's a difficult economic time now. So what do governments do now? They spend money on roads and buildings and universities, hoping to give people employment, right? So what Franklin Delano Roosevelt, part of his New Deal, was the Civilian Conservation Corps. So these were young men, 18, 19 years old, that were brought here from the streets of the big cities, and they were paid $25 a month, and they had to send $20 home to their mother. And they built state parks, like this state park that we're going through. They built this road, and when they built a state park, they needed a way to get rid of the garbage. So they built a garbage incinerator like this for each park. So there are 3 parks in this area: Bolton Point, Holy Bull, one across the way. There's 3 state parks in this area, and they all had a stone incinerator. So the young men would come here under supervision, and they would build this. So this was a make-work project, just like Stephen Harper does, and how we give money to different people to stimulate the economy, to build things. So this was one of the things that was built. So this building is a historic building, and it's on the Register of Historic Buildings here in the United States. So you can walk in and see, but you would build a fire underneath it, and you would put your garbage in there, and it would burn the garbage. And then up here, you would take your truck, and you would dump the garbage into it.
Oh.
So this was built in the 1930s, when there wasn't much money. And then, once it was all set to go, what did America do? It went to war with Japan, right? And so they didn't need make-work projects because they took all the young men and they put them in the army. So then there was gasoline rationing, so nobody could get here to use these parks. So these parks stayed empty for 5 years, 6 years, and then as the economy started to come up again, they found other things to do with the garbage rather than burn it. So there are 3 state parks like this. Each has a stone incinerator, but I don't think they work.
Hey, Marlon.
Wave to me.
There's one lobe, and then others look like a mitt with 2 lobes, and others look like 3 lobes. Yeah. So what kind of tree is that? Yeah, 3. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. 2, like a mitten, like that's like a mitten, or a mitt. Yeah, 3, 2, and 1. So this is a sassafras tree. So it's different.
Sassafras.
Sassafras. So where I live in Kitchener, we don't have trees like this. This is a tree of the Carolinian forest, further south. You live in Burlington? In Oakville? You live near Sassafras Point?
I don't know.
University, McMaster University? You ever been to McMaster University? Okay. You ever been to the playing fields at McMaster? And Coots Paradise in behind there, that water. So in behind there, they have a point called Sassafras Point. And they're all sassafras trees, because that is a Carolinian forest in there. So these trees, but you'll see them in there, they're very large. So that's the only place I know in Ontario.